I'm back at Müller online. They restocked the single cars from Cars and so I came to check what's in stock. The basket hasn't really changed at all, so we'll check the main section quick. The real disappointment though is the main section. Not a single restock at all. Munich Central Station is much more promising. Here we have High Impact from Case U and Cam Spinner, who is also in Case U, as well as Cho, another character from Case U. Nothing new in terms of NASCAR, and it seems like those are the only singles that have been restocked, so I don't really know why Parsing hadn't. I'll tell you what, Obletter is sometimes the biggest crap of a store. Are they serious? At least, however, they got in the third wave of minis. No idea about the contents though. Obletter is looking much better this Thursday with a proper restock of Case U now. It wraps up my mood. You may remember I was really pissed off on Tuesday. However, as far as I can see, there is, besides Joe, nothing of the highlights, unfortunately. I also got in some glow racers. Ramon, again the IL, and another batch of color changers featuring Francesco from the GRC. Minis are out. All in all decent. I have also decided to return to Müller at Parsing, and it seems like they finally got in Case U now too, featuring the highlights of High Impact and Joe. For once, I will take those for my friend Disney Cars Germany, and there's of course more, and wow, there's even Dexter Hoover and another King, and wow, another High Impact, and yeah, up to Max Schnell. Now let's check the left row of singles, and yeah, there she is, Masha Elsrange, the goat I've been looking for. How good it looks to see the cars being back at Smyths Toys Munich Freiham. They have stocked a full Case U. I wonder why it says €7 for Cam, because he's definitely not 7. And there we have the goat again, Masha Elsrange, this time for my friend Disney Cars Germany. Another quick check at Obletter, as it seems still much of Case U. Nothing too special though in terms of major highlights. And in terms of the NASCARs, whoa, wait, there's NASCAR Chase Race Dot. Yeah, there we go. The boy is there. This is cool because they've, whoa, another one, even better. They've been stuck with 2 Loganos for quite some time now, so it's refreshing to see so many new things in terms of the NASCARs. We will pick up another one for a friend too. Kaufland restocked more quick than I had expected them to. Finally seeing Jackson Storm from that case, the GRC one. Not that I would be interested, but in fact it's a car that is twice in there, but I haven't seen him at all before. And wow, there we go with Graham. What a nice one to see. Really adore that re-release. One of the best ones this year. Unbelievable. I found a Rossmann with a more modern selection, not just older pack warmers. We've got a nice little restock of cars at my local Rossmann. Luigi and Guido, Mater with sign. GRC Jackson Storm. Lots of Case U. So there's pretty much everything. Highlights like Masha Elsrange, Sheriff. There is 20% off on toys this week. I've got to see my first race and rescue item, this being the red playset. So this would be down 20% immediately. However, it's just a piece of plastic I don't really need. Oh yeah, guys, taking an extra mile through the rain to this other Müller has paid off. We're indeed getting a new case in. Gonna take an extra McQueen for a friend. Let's see if there is another gem inside here. Oh, this is so exciting. Already back at Obleta about 2 days later. They've gotten in something from KSV, Noriyuki and Ernie Gearson for sure. The rest is still what we've seen on Tuesday though. I'm busy with hunting as I'm still looking for KSV in larger quantities. So Kiandi should be from that case. Yeah, I think her code reads something like U10A, 10th week of the year. Jack Armstrong would be from that case too, and I think Winifred is so. I've granted myself the privilege to sort these here at Müller Riemarkaden before checking the basket. Out of the 20 different characters in the case, everything but the king and sheriff is available, some in larger quantities, especially Dave 4 times, and TRC McQueen has turned out to be a problem. 5 of him, and I've seen more at another store. Back at Smyths Toys, Friedberg. Let's take a look what they've done to the car section. Yes, there are no singles, only color changers. The 5-pack has been broadly stocked. There is still the old 5-pack though, one is left. Kaufland at Friedberg, a lonely Smyths McQueen. Müller at Mering, where it seems as if they had almost sold nothing. I might be wrong though, because the production code of Ernie, for example, is 10th week. Time to hunt again! You see us again inside at Smyths Toys, Munich Freiham. From what the online shop has told me, they've got some new cars for about a week now, but we'll check back inside. And there we go. From what I can see here, wow, Race and Rescue Chick Hicks. So this is case V. I will pass on these today because there's another Chick Hicks. No, not because there's another Chick Hicks, but because they are pricier than Müller. McQueen with shovel. Masha Elsrange from case U. Bikram and Basarge is from case V then. Just like Ernie Gearson and Kiandi. There's also Race and Rescue Mater. This would be the one to be most worth picking up, just because he's only once in the case and once in the next one. Some Jersey McQueen left, and there's some Smyths McQueen too. Color changers aren't too interesting. Oh, there's a 3-for-2 on Cars Diecast. Yeah, I was really hoping for that to happen, so, well, I will pick up Chick and Mater then. This is freaking cool. Just a quick update because it's so busy in here. So I've counted those and sorted them because there was a whole mess in here. 7 cars are gone only from 18 that were previously left. Plus 1 is stolen. Nothing interesting for the NASCAR line either. Smyths Toys at Schwanthaler Höhe is pretty much emptied. So you see Sally is left and Camp Spinner, 1 Raoul, 1 lonely Cave McQueen color changer, 1 high impact and 1 Dave Alternator. So this is 4, 6, 8 singles out of 48. Another time to check the packs at Obleta, which has none to nothing. I think some of these cars like Donna, the Race and Rescue McQueen, and Jack Armstrong must be from case V. The rest is just Ernie 2, Komodo. The rest is pretty much only, except for Kiandi, from case U, so they haven't really restocked anything. Müller et al. I don't think that anything has sold at all since I've been here the last time, so we'll check back the main section. I honestly didn't expect a restock. I was just here out of slight curiosity, also because I found what I wanted already, so there is no need in checking the other stores. Yet for the footage and because it's been some time since my last visit. I just want to know if things have changed. Well, there's a king. Nice one. Oh yeah, I forgot about my experiment. And I put some of those cars in the basket. I think they put Fillmore in here again. I will take him and the king and see if they sell quicker in the front. Today I'm in the beautiful city of Nuremberg. It's just an occasional thing because I'm on a longer journey. Yet I've got some time to wait for another train. And meanwhile we'll check out this Müller for some cars. Wow, I must admit, while wandering through the aisles, that this one here is completely different to the average Müller store to some extent. It's much more beautifully arranged in terms of the toys. I think this could actually be... Ooh, Case W. There you go, with Race and Rescue Sarge. That's not bad at all. I'm waiting actually to get all those cars, however, at Smyths Toys. Because of my journey, I'm on the way to an event. There will be some stores to check out. There we go with the glow racers. Nothing interesting in here, just the usual stuff. And oh, it continues with some good color changes. I honestly adore that shade of greenish, brownish, whatever. There's Mater. Not looking bad either. I've seen a basket. And there are more from that Race and Rescue case. Another Sarge, McQueen, another color changer Sheriff, and another McQueen, Fishtail. Nice to see that one twice. Whoa, that's really looking good. I'd almost like to buy those now, just to have them for friends too. I've got to wait for the next train at Hanover, but there's not enough time to do something else, so we'll do these here. Some checking of the cars. So not bad actually. Almost looks to be Case W, as both Asa and Graham are in stock. They are 25% off, $5.99 each. Would actually be worth it, but I don't need those. Guys, this is so exciting. I'm at Cologne for the first time really in my life. So I've only been at the Gamescom last year, and they're having this super cool Disney Cars road show today and tomorrow. So it was first placed in the UK, and now it's over here in Germany too. Only at 2 stores, however. There you can already see him, Lightning McQueen himself. This is so freaking cool. So they're giving you a cool poster. And of course I've taken my picture with McQueen already, so there's the poster inside. It's a cool one with McQueen, and we'll check back inside. I'm of course looking out for all the highlights from Case W. I've got Sarge there already. That's just everything they have from the singles, and also some color changes. So I've got Sarge already, and then I still need some more, and I will also take some things for friends of mine. But as for now, that's so much it. I've got my highlights now. They were some sort of on an extra display somewhere around the corner, and there's also this test racetrack, and they've also pulled out that Piston Cup Action Speedway. They're not offering the 342 here, which means I have to leave all those cars. There you go, those jerks. Here we have the 342 offer. They really excluded the specific store where the event was held, so there is much of both Case W and Case X, and even something from Case V2. So I've spotted a Chick Hicks already, and for example Christina Wieland, and there is much more to discover. Red and Jackson, who we've had already. Then we go with Race and Rescue Sarge. Here is Eugene Carver Rescue from Case X. Lots of the Rescue McQueen. Ernie Gearson in particular is a piston cup racer that is very prominent here. And there we have Jake Hicks and McQueen with the sign. I actually need that one, and I actually need this Pit Crew member Sarge too. So there we go. Goodbye Smyths Toys Colonia. Time to do some proper sightseeing in the city center now. According to the online shop, they got in 2 of KSX. I hope that not everything is plundered, because some things were in low quantities. So one of Luigi and Guido have been sold already, and there we go. I really hope I'll find some of the highlights now. Oh, there's Cruz. There we go. Race and Rescue Rally Race Cruz. Pretty stoked for her. I just hope that the second of Luigi and Guido are still there. Otherwise I will ask an employee just to be sure that everything is still there. Not even as huge as it was last year. The section in general, I think there are many duplicates of some of these cars, and no, I don't see what I'm looking out for. Nothing of case W either. Yet I've got Cruise at least for now. Yeah, and we'll check back in a minute. Hopefully I get what I need, because I was really looking forward to Luigi and Guido. Don't want to be greedy with my case W scores yesterday, but you know. What a mess. It seems I've been beaten out on Luigi and Guido. There were 2 in stock, 1 sold at least yesterday, and seemingly I was beaten out on the second one. Cruise was only once there too, so 1 has been sold. But I was quite dominant, I think, and they managed to find some more cases in stock. So I found some for friends and some for me, so I will take those 2 here from the 342. Those here are for one friend and those for another. It just stinks because you get there once to the place where they usually stock more earlier, and in the end you're totally fooled. It's possible that my own stores in Munich will get those in too, but it will take some time. Bielefeld's Müller, in contrast, is just trash. Nothing interesting, nothing new. Everything must be from older cases actually. My favorite pack warmer, Low Racer Ryan, and that's it. Back at Smyths Toys Munich Freimann, they've got a good amount of case V cars, everything from the highlights. I thought they might even have case X here, but they don't. Yet that stock is really cool. It's a whole lot of those cars here. The entire batch up to the back with the Lightning with sign. Quite some color changes too. Nothing too exciting, I think, except maybe for this GRC Francesco, but as Müller has already gotten in the first race and rescue color changes, this should basically be it. Me and all those Smyths Toys stores lately. Today I'm in Ingolstadt, mainly because a friend of mine and I were going to visit the Audi museum here, but he's late, so I've got enough time to check out that store. They've had 2 of that race and rescue Luigi and Guido in stock, but at least 1 is sold by now, so we'll just hope not to be fooled again. Reminds me a lot of Colonia Marsdorf, where the event was held, so pretty similar in terms of the size and everything. So there's definitely quite some good stuff from case X2, just like in Daryl Cartrip here. As of now I can't spot Luigi and Guido. There's Eugene Kabareski, Ryan Shields, some of the Rescue McQueen, Lightning with sign, one that I would still need technically. I may just have to ask an employee whether there is perhaps more. I wish so, because it's a pity being fooled once again, just because I'm late by a couple of hours maybe. Yeah, so that's the stock so far. Looks pretty good. Result? I am a little pissed, because I was told that both had been sold today. There's a Rossmann here. I'll just check this out while I'm waiting for the bus. Well, the selection itself isn't bad at all. Just nothing for me. Color changers are new to Kaufland, so there's a bunch of those along with a huge batch of singles, which is always pleasant to see. I think it's one of the newer cases because I've spotted Race and Rescue McQueen there and Lightning Ramon too, so it should be case V. There we also go with mini racers. There's Noriyuki. Yeah, it's definitely case V. There's Race and Rescue Mater. And Christina Wieland, more color changers. Another McQueen is Chubby. There's a whole lot of cars today.